is breath. The inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale out into and out of the body. Modern dance, breathe. Breath is often used to create a foundation for movement. Breath. Inhale and exhale, inside and out of the body. In modern dance, exhale is a fundamental foundation of movement. So you take your hand on your stomach, one on your stomach, one on your chest, inhale, and exhale. Lies in this segment, which basically is on top of one another. So, an example of this is if you look, your head is on top of your neck, shoulder and torso is on top of your waist, not on top of your feet. Not like this, not like this. It's all in one line and together. 3. Dynamic alignment is the current trend for how most modern and contemporary modern dancers find their alignment. 4. Key people for developing dynamic alignment. The first one, which is in 4.1, was Rudolf Lieben. He was born in 1879 and died in 1958. He was a pioneering force that established a way to analyze and critique dance. His major life work of Lieben movement and analysis includes shape affinities and effort, which helped establish and continue to establish some of the fundamental movement principles of contemporary and modern dance. 4.2, Ermengarde Bart Neef was born in 1900s and died in 1981. She was a dancer and a dance therapist and physiotherapist. She continued in the modern dance world to be the pioneer of the dance therapy and trained with Rudolf Lieben and developed Bartenieff fundamentals, which are based on neurophysiology, anatomy, development, movement, and Lieben's movement analysis. Body positions. In general, ballet has a set number of positions for the arms, the feet, and head. And in modern dance, has both a set of positions for the feet, arms, and head, as well as an endless number of possibilities of new positions. In ballet, there are 5. First is where the heels are together, as so. Which I'll look at this side. The heels are together. 2 is where the heels are apart. And then we'll also show it sideways. Third is where the heels are on top, or layered on top of one another. So this is the front view, and this is the side view. fourth is feet apart, but two ways to do it. So one is where the feet are apart this way. Turn, feel forwards. And then the next way is where the heels and the toes make a line. So it goes like this. And we'll go to the side view. And in the fifth position, the heels and toes both touch. So sideways. Categories for positions of feet. Parallel, there's two ways. One, they're right next to each other. The second way is where they're open with a fist between for alignment. Now we're going to go sideways. So this is closed where the feet touch. Then taking your fist and putting it down, this is parallel, open. Full turnout in any of the 5 positions of ballet. Diagonal in is where you're kind of pigeon-toed. Going to the side view. .2 Positions of the arms. In ballet, there are 5 positions of the arms which coordinate with the 5 positions of the feet. A quick trick or tip to turn any of your ballet arms into instant modern arms. Make your curvy ballet arms straight. So the first is where both arms are curved in front of you, placed horizontally in front of the body in a parallel line to your breastbone. Pretend that you are holding a gigantic beach ball while in this position. So to show you, in ballet, it's just like you're holding a gigantic beach ball, which I'll go this side as well. But if we were just doing it in modern, you would just put it straight. Second is where both arms are curved and opened to the sides of the body. So in ballet, it's where it's open to the sides of the body. I'll go sideways as well. But if you're talking about in modern, it would be like this, which will go to the side. The third position, one arm is curved and open to the side of the body. The other is closed and curved to the front of the body. The curved arm could be placed high, middle, or low. So, in ballet, it would be this. And when they're talking about high, middle, or low, high would be up towards the head, middle would be by your breastbone, and low would be down by your side. So to show you, again, this is high, middle, low. But if you wanted to turn this modern, all you'd have to do is turn this fourth is when one arm is closed and curved to the front of the body, and the other arm is raised above your head. So, in ballet, it would be just like this. Here's the side. In modern, it would be like this. Fifth position is where both arms are curved and raised above your head. Fingertips are touching. Also preparatory. Arms are at side, low or curved, and placed below your belly button. So, for ballet, it would be like this, to where your fingertips are touching. For the second way, it would be in ballet. It would be if you were touching like this. But in modern dance, it would be like this, which would be the first one. The second would be just at your side. Next is direction. So, there is forward, backwards, forwards, backwards. There is left, right, left, right, and up and down, and up and down. 7 is diagonals. A straight line joining two opposite corners of a square, rectangle, or any other straight-sided shape. Diagonals can be danced in any of the 3 levels: in place, non-locomotor, or through space, locomotor. So in place would be just like this. You're not moving. In place. But second one, this second diagonal be if you were moving. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3. Levels. The 3 levels of the body when standing are high, this is just a close-up. High, which is from beginning of your shoulders, goes up to the top of your head. Middle is from your shoulders to your hip sockets. And low is from your hip sockets through the soles of your feet. So, high is from your shoulders up to the tip of your head. Middle is from your shoulders to your hip sockets. And low is from your hip sockets all the way down to the soles of your feet. So this is high. So from your shoulders up to the top of your head. Middle is from your shoulders to your hip sockets. Then low is from your hip sockets all the way down to the soles of your feet. 9. Gestures. Movements that do not support the weight of the body as a whole. The legs that is doing a tendu is a gesture leg. The leg you are standing on while doing a tendu is supporting your body and is called the supporting leg. Gestures can also include pedestrian movements. So waving your hands, pointing at someone or something, shaking your head no or yes. And there's many more. 10. Ballet terminology most often used and incorporated into contemporary modern dance. So the first one we're going to be talking about is the plie, or to bend. There are 2 types of plies, a demi-plie, which is small, or a grand plie, which is big. So, a little plie is just like this. A big one is like this. Is a releve, or to rise. So, rise, to rise. A releve, to rise. So, meaning just to rise. A tendu, to stretch. So, side profile. Or the désage, to disengage. 5 is rond de jambe, circle of the leg. There are 2 directions of rond de jambe. The first one is ray de dans, which is inward. The foot travels in a semicircle from the back to the side to the front. is 1 foot to the same 1 foot. Leap is 1 foot to the other, and 1 foot to 2 feet. And 2 feet to 1 foot. Jumps. There are 5 basic types of jumps in modern dance. The first one is jumping, which you're jumping from 2 feet and landing on 2 feet. Then there's hop, which you're hopping on 1 foot onto the same 1 foot. Then there is a leap, where you're hopping from 1 foot to the other. Then leap 1 foot to the other. Then there is assemble, which you go from 1 foot to 2 feet. 1 foot to 2 feet. Then the last thing is a saute, which is you're going from 2 feet to 1 foot. 2 feet to 1 foot. 12 turns. A move or cause to move in a circular direction, wholly or partly around an axis, or point in or through space. There are 4 types of turns that we have to explore. The first one is the twisting or rotating part of the body on its central axis. Your central axis is your spine. So, central axis is your spine. You just back and forth, and back and forth. The second one is where the whole body turns around your central axis clockwise to the right or counterclockwise to the left. So, the whole body turns and turns back. Turns. Turns back. The third one is a traveling pattern turns. So chains turns in a ballet term, which means to link. Then 4 is cartwheels and or somersaults. So 3, chain, chain reaction, then 4 is, well, not sure if I can do a cartwheel. Either a cartwheel or a somersault. "13 is traveling. To make a journey, the go in modern dance, we often label traveling through space as pathways. There are 3 pathways: straight path, curved path, or meandering path. Which a straight path is just you're going straight, curved like a circle. But in the meandering path, you go in whatever direction you like. 14 swings. Moves or cause to move back and forth or side to side while suspended or on an axis. In dance, this motion can be done in place or through space. So this is just meaning just going like this. 15 dimensions. Our world has 3 cardinal dimensions. Each dimension contains 2 directions which are opposite. The first one is vertical, up or down. Sagittal is coming forward or going back. Horizontal is going right or left. 16 is planes. In modern dance, there are 3. Each plane is missing an element of the other. A vertical plane, or door plane, combines up and down, right and left. Sagittal plane, which is a wheel plane, combines forward, back, left, or right. Horizontal plane, or the table plane, combines right or left, forward or back. 17 spirals. Winding in a continuous or gradual widening or tightening curve, either around a central point, on a flat plane, or about an axis, so as to form a cone, like a winding staircase. In modern dance, the spiral is commonly initiated from the top of the head to the tailbone. So that would be from the would go bigger and go smaller. 18 is shape. Using the external form, contours, architecture, or outline of someone or something, example, a circle, triangle, square, etc., to create a dance phrase. Shape. What form does the body make? Is the shape changing in relation to self or in relation to the environment? And how is the shape changing? So a circle shape is just a circle. Making a circle. 18. Liebens shaping affinities. They can act as a container for the form of Lieben efforts. There are 4 factors which can be used to add dimensionality or position to a shape or shapes you make with your body. So there is rising or sinking, which is rising or sinking. Then there is opening and closing. Opening, closing. Advancing or retreating. So that would be advancing, retreating. Widening or narrowing. So widening or narrowing. This is 20 through 20.6. So 20 is opposites. 20.1 is motion and stillnesses. So motion, the action or process of moving or being moved. Stillness is not moving and holding your breath. 20.2 is balance or imbalance. Balance is an even distribution of weight, enabling or remaining to remain upright or steady. Imbalance is an uneven distribution of weight, creating tension in your body and balance movements, causing you to fall. 20.3 is flexion and extension. So flexion is contracting or folding in, making smaller or narrowing. Extension is lengthening or reaching out. So in the warm-up video, when we are laying down and we go from where we're sprawled out on the floor to going back into a ball, we're going from extension to flexion. 20.4 is near or far. Near is movements or gestures that are done close to the body. Far is movements or gestures that are done with an effort to extend our space. 20.5 is symmetry or asymmetry. Symmetry is the quality of being made up of exactly similar parts facing each other or around an axis, which is the axis is your spine. Asymmetry is the lack of equality or equivalence between parts or aspects of something. Lack of symmetry. 20.6 is locomotor or non-locomotor. Locomotor is moving through space, rather walking, jumping, or lunging through space. Non-locomotor is movements that are done in a fixed area of space or around a central axis, like your spinal column. Balancing, bending, rotating, or shift weighting. 21 is dynamics. Dynamics is related to the greater or lesser use of your energy by your body while moving through time and space. Laban's efforts provide an in-depth source for dancers to develop dynamic movement vocabulary. 22. Laban's efforts. Effort reflects the mover's attitude toward investing energy in 4 basic factors: flow, weight, time, and space. The first one is flow, which is free or bound. 2 is weight, which is light or strong. 3 is sustained or sudden. And space is indirect or direct. The explanation of Laban's efforts. Flow, which is bound and free. And the dancing, it is referred to as energy. So with bound, that means controlled, careful, restrained, or contained. With free, it's outpouring, it's fluid, it's released, it's liquid. When we are talking about weight, that's either strong or light. When we are talking about strong, it's firm, resistance to gravity, powerful, forceful, and impactful. Light is a fine touch, lack of resistance to gravity, light, a buoyant, and delicate. When we talk about time, it's sustained, sudden. When we talk about sudden, it's quick, it's in a hurry, it's urgent, and When we talk about sustained, we're talking about slow movements that have a sense or a long span of time, endless, leisurely, or gradual. Space is direct or indirect. Direct is straight path or line of direction. Single focused, pinpointed, laser-like, or channeled. Indirect is flexible, way of like, a feeling of everywhereness, multi-focus, flexible attention, all-around awareness, and all in passing. When we look at Laban's theory, when we look at flow, the bound is controlled. So that means it's controlled. There's nothing going to happen. When we talk about free, talking about outpouring, just going with and just doing whatever. When we talk about weight, strong or on both feet, so everything is on equal and everything. When we talk about the light, we're talking about on one foot where everything is on that one foot and it's not equal. When we talk about time, we're talking about sudden is easily coming at you. Which would be sudden, sustained. So we just kind of go slower, everything like that. When we talk about space, direct and indirect, direct is going straight forward. Indirect is going anywhere, everywhere. There's no specific line or anything like that. 23. Additional terminology. 23.1 is musicality. Awareness of, or relation to music. Could be in terms of time, or a tempo, how fast or how slow you are moving. And then 23.2 is critical feedback. Giving support to your fellow dancers by being an outside eye for them. Developing a sense for where how people are moving their bodies through space. The ability to put those observations into objective terms. To help your fellow classmates make and create new discoveries.